Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Boston Celtics tonight. As predicted, in my own personal opinion, when it came to this particular loss for the Los Angeles Lakers, is that due to the circumstances, the Lakers are shorthanded. I mean, this is the bottom line of this game. With Andre Drummond being out due to the toe injury that he still is dealing with for these past couple of weeks, even though he did play for the couple of games that we've been seeing him, but he's still dealing with that toe injury, and it still remains to be seen when he will come back. But it could be in a couple of days, but it still remains to be seen about that. And then you have Markieff Morris, who is still out due to, I believe he suffered an ankle injury or knee injury or something like that. But, we could expect to see him back, but it still remains to be seen about that. But the good news is, let's put that out there for you, Lakers Nation. We can finally say that there's some good news coming for the Los Angeles Lakers, and that is Anthony Davis. That's right, Anthony Davis. He is expected to return to the Los Angeles Lakers in any time. So it still remains to be seen when, but once that happens, we could finally have a sign of relief that one of our superstars will finally come back to the Lakers after being gone. I think he was gone since February, so he had a good time off, but at the same time, it was for a good reason. Anthony Davis was dealing with that Achilles area. It was not an Achilles injury or anything like that, but, we had to, when I say we, I mean the Los Angeles Lakers needed to make sure that this guy is ready to go. He needs to be at not just 100%, but at a 110, 20, 30% when it's all said and done about his circumstances of his injury. And, judging by what Frank Vogel said and having good faith in Anthony Davis' return, then we could expect to see him come back to the Lakers very soon. But when it's all said and done about this game, guys, I mean, I had to admit to Marc Gasol. He really helped out the Lakers tonight with this particular performance that he put up there with 18 points. This is just basically the best performance out of his career now with the Los Angeles Lakers. So his efforts of just stepping in due to Andre Drummond being out had to play a huge role of how he went out there and played very well for the Los Angeles Lakers. And I have to say, guys, he played very well. So great job out there for Marc Gasol, who played very well, like I mentioned, but, from shooting the threes. So that was the main, I guess you could say, out of his great performance was shooting those threes. So great job out there for Marc Gasol. When it's all said and done, guys, I have to say, when it's all said and done, Kyle Kuzma, he managed to put 13 points for the starting lineup, but when it came down to it, the starting lineup did not really step up to their best of their abilities, to be honest with you. There's just not a lot of activity coming from the bench, in my opinion. I mean, Dennis Schroeder had 8 points and 8 assists. I mean, that's not one of his best performances, but, he did manage to give us 8 assists, but, knowing that's the scorer that he is, gives us 8 points, it just wasn't enough. I mean, he should have stepped up for the Lakers in that particular part, but it is what it is. And then you had KCP, who had, I believe, 2 points or 3 points out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. So, I mean, there was not a lot of effort from the starting lineup, but I can honestly say a great performance from our second unit. Okay, the bench. Talen Horton-Tucker, THT, had 17 points, leading the bench with 17 points. So great job on his end, continuing to show his his greatness, to be honest with you guys. I mean, he is showing his greatness, and he has a bright future ahead of him as a Los Angeles Laker, and it kind of shows you that he is going to be a huge asset to the Los Angeles Lakers for these next couple of years that he has as being with the Los Angeles Lakers. And 17 points, I mean, since him getting the minutes due to LeBron being out, it's just played huge wonders to his abilities and what he is made of as the type of player that he is now with the Los Angeles Lakers. And he developed very well, and it's just more to come when it comes to THT. So great job out there for THT. Ben McLemore had 15 points last time I checked the stats. He had 15 points, and he just went on the offensive attack. I mean, for the second unit, it was just sensational. And guys, I just have to say, we had to give a lot of credit to Rob Pelinka for making this move to sign Ben McLemore to the Los Angeles Lakers to fill up that last roster spot, because he's making a lot of difference when it's all said and done about his ability to shoot and be that sharpshooter for the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's just working wonders when it comes to getting a lot of help from the second unit. So sure, for these past couple of days, we've been seeing him average around like 6 to 8 points. But when it comes to performances like this, he will deliver to the Los Angeles Lakers. And we need this type of ability from Ben McLemore when it's all said and done, when it comes to playoff time. So, and we witnessed that from him when he was with the Houston Rockets, where he just went on a tear, averaged around like 20 points here and there when it came to the Houston Rockets in the playoffs. So, I believe it was like in the divisional round. So, he just played huge wonders when it came to that particular instance of helping out the Houston Rockets, and we could expect to see more out of him when it's all said and done with the Los Angeles Lakers. So great job out there for Ben McLemore. And then you just look at the bench roll. I mean, due to the circumstances of the Lakers just getting blown out by the Boston Celtics out of all teams, it's just shows you that the bench had a lot of opportunities to, play tonight. So we saw a couple of players from Alex Caruso and, I forgot that one player's name, Alonzo something, but Alonzo McKinney, that's the name. He had his minutes out there, had 10 points for the Lakers. And, it just gives you a type of I guess it was just like a stat-wise for the bench and for them to have minutes out there due to the circumstances of the Lakers getting blown out, as I mentioned. So, guys, the Lakers, they were just shorthanded. I mean, this has all been a cycle for the Lakers for these past couple of months now, or just this period of time since Anthony Davis going down, and recently with LeBron James. So, and it still remains to be seen when he will come back. But last time I checked, I think it's somewhere around 2 to 3 weeks. So we could expect to see the King back pretty soon. But like I mentioned in the beginning, with Anthony Davis, it could be a couple of days. So that's something to really look forward to for his return. And, Andre Drummond, he's out with that toe, as I mentioned, but, still remains to be seen when he will come back. But I would just love to see him return very soon on the same timeline of Anthony Davis, so we can basically see those two dominate as that two big men dominance for the Los Angeles Lakers, and also alongside LeBron James very soon. And that's what all Laker fans are looking forward to when it comes to those particular three big men for the Los Angeles Lakers, the big three in LA, if you will. So that's all I really have to say, guys. Please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, share my videos, and guys, just don't dwell on this loss. I mean, due to the circumstances, we had to realize that the Lakers are in a tough situation that they're in, and all we have to do is just keep the faith and just move on when it's all said and done, because we've been down this road, and we've been in worse situations, and Laker fans know about these type of situations, and all we have to do, guys, is just keep the faith, and just hopefully wish LeBron and Anthony Davis and Andre Drummond and the rest of the Lakers squad on for some who are dealing with injuries, a speedy recovery with Andre Drummond and Markieff Morris, a speedy recovery, and hopefully they'll come back 100% until playoff approaches, because that's where it's all ends there, because that's where the Lakers are going to explode when it's all said and done about their greatness, and for them to compete in the playoffs and also compete for another repeat of a championship back to back. So that's the mindset, and that's the faith moving forward. So guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.